Dear students, in last class we solved problems on series RC circuit. In today's class, we will have a discussion on RLC series circuit. We know that in RL series circuit, current lags the supply voltage. In RC series circuit, current leads the supply voltage. But what if all the three elements are there in circuit? If all the three elements are there in circuit, then lead or lag nature of the current will depend on the values of XL and XC. If XL is more than XC, then circuit will behave like RL series circuit. And if XC is more than XL, then circuit will behave like RC series circuit. So, to understand how it happens, let us say supply voltage be equal to Vm sine of omega t L be the inductance, in Henry, C be the capacitance, in farads, R be the resistance, in ohm. Circuit diagram. All three elements connected in series. Supply voltage is V equal to Vm sine omega t resistance is R, inductance is L, and capacitance is C. Say current through this circuit is I. Impedance Z is equal to square root of R square plus XL minus XC whole square. Now you see here, if XL minus XC is 0, then RLC series circuit behaves like purely resistive circuit. If XL is greater than XC, then behaves like RL series circuit. If XC is greater than XL, then RLC series circuit behaves like RC series circuit. Therefore, for XL equal to XC, Z is R square plus 0 square, that is equal to R only. And expression for instantaneous current will be I is equal to Im sine of omega t ampere. Here it is ohm, where Im is equal to Vm by R only. For XL greater than XC, Z becomes equal to R square plus XL minus XC whole square under root and expression for instantaneous current I is equal to Im sine of, since XL is greater than XC, circuit behaves like inductive circuit, sine of omega t minus phi, because in inductive circuit current lags supply voltage, ampere. Where Im is equal to Vm by Z. And what is Z? Z is R square plus XL minus XC square under root. For Xc greater than XL, Z remains same, that is R square plus XL minus Xc whole square ohm. And expression for instantaneous current I will now become Im sine of omega t minus I, and expression for current I will become Im sine of omega t plus phi. Where Im is again Vm by Z, and Z is what? R square plus under root XL minus XC whole square. In general, expression for I may be now written as Im into sine of omega t plus or minus phi. Plus sign is to be taken when Xc is greater than XL, and minus sign is to be taken when XL becomes greater than Xc. Now we will draw the phasor diagram for RLC series circuit with a condition that XL is equal to Xc. When XL is equal to Xc, the voltage across inductor and the capacitor will be equal, because current flowing through both inductor and capacitor are same, as they are now in series circuit. Let us say voltage across resistor is taken as a reference, that is VR is reference here, and we know that voltage across resistor is I into R. Voltage across resistor and current through the resistor are in phase. That means current I will be in phase with VR. Voltage across inductor leads current through the inductor. So now we can show at 90 degree to the current phasor VL equal to I into XL. And voltage across capacitor lags the current through the capacitor. So we will show VC equal to IXC below current phasor and at 90 degree to the current phasor. Now we know that XL equal to XC. Therefore, IXL will be equal to IXC, that is VL equal to VC. These two voltages are equal and are having opposite directions, therefore they will cancel each other. So whatever the supply voltage is given to the circuit, that will only appear across resistor R. So this is nothing but V. What is V here? V is supply voltage. Of course, it is RMS value. Now we will draw the phasor diagram when XL is greater than XC. Again we will take VR as reference. VR is equal to I into R. Current will be in phase with VR. XL is greater than XC means I into XL will be greater than I into XC. So this is VL here and this is VC. Directions of VL and VC are opposite, but magnitudes are not equal. Therefore, IXL minus IXC or VL minus VC will not be equal to 0 in this case. If I subtract VC from VL, say I get this difference. What is this now? This difference is VL minus VC. So supply voltage will be now equal to phasor sum of VR and VL minus VC. So this is supply voltage and is equal to phasor sum of VR and VL minus VC, which is calculated as under root VR square plus VL minus VC square. And this angle will be phi. Here phi is lagging. For XL equal to XC, phi is equal to 0 degree. Now we will take the case of XC greater than XL. Let us number these as case 1, case 2 and case 3. Case 1. Case 2. Now last one is case 3. Here also we will take voltage across resistor as reference. Current through resistor and voltage across resistor will be in phase. But this time we are considering VC equal to IXC greater than VL equal to IXL. Now since VC is greater than VL, VC minus VL will not be equal to 0. Hence we can show here VC minus VL phasor. And supply voltage will be the phasor sum of VR and VC minus VL. That is, supply voltage V is equal to VR square plus VC minus VL square under root. Angle between supply voltage V and voltage across resistor VR or current through the circuit I is phi. So here we can write phi is leading. We know that in capacitive circuit, current will be leading the supply voltage. In the same way, we can draw phasor diagram for impedance. Case 1, XL equal to XC. When XL equal to XC, R equal to Z. Because XC and XL with equal magnitude acting in opposite direction will cancel each other. Case 2, XL greater than XC. Say XL is here. XC is here. Now XL minus XC is not equal to 0. So this is the phasor representing XL minus XC. And Z is under root R square plus XL minus XC whole square. Phase angle of impedance is phi. Case 3, for XC greater than XL. R is taken as reference. XC greater than XL will show here. So XC minus XL is not equal to 0. The phasor here shows XC minus XL. And impedance of the circuit for this case is R square plus XL minus XC whole square. You take XL minus XC whole square or XC minus XL whole square, result remains same.
Because square of a number with positive sign or negative sign is same.
And this is what? Phase angle. Power calculation and power factor calculation for all these three cases of RLC series circuit remain same. That is cos phi is equal to R by Z. Real power is VI cos phi. Reactive power is VI sin phi. And apparent power is V into I. I will stop the class here and continue in next class. Thank you.